best part for the family. That's it.
Okay, so for the next question, please let's bear in mind the topic is more than a provider, what the children really need from their fathers. And we chose this topic because fathers are often seen as just providers in the home. So they don't, sometimes we put responsibilities or pressures on them that is just to provide. And we know that children and the home may need more. Now the next question is to our daddy here. Looking back, what do you think your children needed the most from you that money alone could never provide?
They needed time and bonding. Leading them to the right path. It's not just when you provide money. First, you have to live by example. Then, at their age, a lot of things are so interesting to them that they will want to try it. But as a good father, you have to choose the best path for them. And you have to have time. It's not just providing money. You have to have time for them. And love. There's sometimes need for you to correct them with love. Thank you.
Now to the young adult dad, Kingsley. Many fathers today are trying to parent differently from how they were raised. Is there anything from your own father's approach that you're intentionally repeating or intentionally refusing to repeat?
Very good. Alright, times have changed. The world is now a global village and all that. So, the way I was being raised, it won't be the way I'm going to be raising my children. It will be a more advanced way, more technological way, and the pattern of rebuking that I was being taught is not the way I'm going to be doing that for my children, because during my own time, it is always once you offend, you already know where to go and kneel down, raise up your hand and close your hand. And you know how many strokes of pain waiting for you. But in this modern age, we don't really believe only in cane and all that, because when we decide to use cane, always we will end up seeing that the child will start being receptive. The child won't even have trust or have that feeling of opening up a lot of things to you. So I believe in this modern age, for me, I'm going to be sharing a lot of things. Thank you.
Let's give you a round of applause. So we heard him, he's going to take the discipline approach and the other approach. Now to our mommy, from your perspective, what is the most common misconception men have had about what children need from their fathers?
Okay, yes, providence in terms of resources, you cannot overemphasize that. But I'd like to say your presence is much more needed in the life of you. You need to be there, understand them at every stage of their growth. You need to be there. Your presence cannot be overemphasized. And yes, money is good, resources are good, but at times there are memories you should build. And there's a framework. You are the framework as a father. You are the bedrock of that child. You have the opportunity, as God has given you, to give that child an identity. So you cannot outsource that, and you cannot, money cannot cover up for that. So you have to be present. You have to find a way to be present in every stage of that child's life. So I would say money is important, resources are important, but your presence cannot be overemphasized. Praise the Lord.
Mommy, we have a follow-up question for you. Have you ever witnessed a child flourish simply because the father became more emotionally present?
Very well. You have, very well. As a child, like I said, you are the framework. In technology, there's an operational system, there's a back end, there's something that frames the way the child sees the world. So you need to be there to intentionally knit it in the consciousness of that child.
Praise the Lord. Now to Enoch, the teenage boy. If you can tell fathers one thing that teenage boys rarely say out loud, what would it be? For example, you don't always need solutions.